In a world of boring talk, misinformation, and mindless chatter, two superheroes emerge from the ashes.
Ben, is this asses or ashes?
Bring the action.
Happy hour with Ben and Alexander. Pull up a chair. Raise a glass.
And join in the chat.
It's talk radio with jazz hands.
Oh my God, you had to say that.
Yes.
All eyes on us.
We need better food. Oh, well, that leads it. We have such a great Thanksgiving show. I feel like Judy Garland when we're like, oh, we got food, we got drinks,
That's
we
my
got
baby
crooners.
daddy.
That's my baby daddy, Liza. So, if you ever play Scrabble and you just throw the letters in the box and they all come out at you, then you would get the name of our chef for today.
Oh my God! Did you? How long did you try to prepare that joke?
No, because remember when we did her sound cue?
Yeah,
I was like, what? What her name was?
It took a few times, but I love it.
Yeah, so let's say it together. It's Mariko Amekodommo! And I thought, oh my God, we're never going to be saying that. We said it like 10 times.
It was awesome. It was fun.
It was like a hocus pocus potion.
It rolls off the tongue.
But she's the pink-haired celebrity chef.
Absolutely.
She just came back from a month in Asia.
And she cooked us, baked us, not cooked us, baked us some cookies.
I love when chefs come on the show because you never walk away hungry.
It is one hell of a time and happy hour when that happens.
And these have her new little, she has a spice and seasoning line, and it's delicious.
We'll let her talk about it when she comes on.
So we're going to talk, the do's and don'ts, Thanksgiving. We're going to go over recipes.
Recipes.
Just a stomach. She's also one of the premier bloggers on PerezHilton.com.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about that. So then
Food, glorious food, hot sausage and mustard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's bring her on. We are live from Sunset Gower Studios here in the heart of Hollywood. The boys of Happy Hour are proud to present celebrity chef and expert blogger, the pink-haired beauty, Mariko Amekodommo. What's going on?
Hello. You guys got my name right.
Did we?
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
and we got it right on the first take. I thought, oh my God, what are we going to do?
We were slightly welcome.
You guys
welcome.
are geniuses.
Thank you.
I'm a pleasure to be here.
All right, on.
So that name, is it Greek? Is it what?
It's
what
a
is
Japanese name.
Is it?
is?
What is it?
Yes, it's a Japanese name.
What happened?
Mariko. I'm an Italian girl with a Japanese name. My first name means rice ball.
Oh,
And my last name means sweet child.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm usually called Rice Ball.
Rice ball, sweet child. I love it.
How long have you had pink hair? Because
I'm
been a while.
going on about 14 years now.
Oh my gosh, really?
So yes, I'm the OG.
No shit, right? What was the decision? Just why not?
You know, back in the day, probably like 15 years ago, I used to watch a lot of anime. And I thought it was really cool, because they used to have different characters would have different hair colors to, distinguish who was who. Otherwise, they'd all look the same. And there was like a chick with pink hair, and she was one of my favorites. And once I went pink, I couldn't go back. So,
You know what they say.
Yeah, it's true. So pink hair has
It
more
looks
fun.
good. It's
Thank
It's
you.
working for you.
So you are a little bit of everything. You are a celebrity chef.
Yes.
You're one of the main bloggers on Fit Perez, on PerezHilton.com. You do private instruction. You do a kitchen makeover where you actually go grocery shopping for somebody. I'd go grocery shopping behind your back, though. Oh, hell no. And then you do really fun themed events.
Yes.
You're going to be on some reality TV.
Yes.
You just came back from Asia for
You're
a month.
busy woman.
When do you sleep?
I sleep a few hours here and there. A lot of Red Bull
Right.
and
Do what you gotta do.
espresso.
It gives you wings.
So yeah, no, things are getting really busy right now, especially for the holidays.
The holidays.
So,
What do you got? What do you have going on for the holidays?
I have for Thanksgiving I'm doing an event tomorrow. It's for I don't know if I can say who it is. It's a super celebrity's their business manager.
One of those swanky ones.
Yes, and so I'm doing that, and that's a party for I think like 10 or 15 people.
Right on.
Just
And,
small.
yeah, and I go to and I've done a lot of parties at their house. It's a lot of musicians that are traveling and touring with the artists, and
That's awesome.
they come and hang out, and so I'm cooking Thanksgiving for them, and then on Thanksgiving Day I'm doing another party for the creators of Airbnb.
Oh,
that's
wow.
been,
Right
so that's been
on.
kind of,
Damn.
I've been like Airbnb in Asia. And then,
Sponsor it up, damn
I
it.
know, right?
Now, did you go to Asia to study food, or was it just for fun? Was it relaxation?
It was a little bit of all of the above. I haven't really traveled much, and one of my girlfriends was like, "You need perspective, you need adventure." I didn't have a lot of stuff on the books for a month, and I have a great team to take care of everything for me here. So I was like, "Why not?"
When did your love for food or for cooking take flight?
It's something that I've just been doing and in love with ever since, I was a little girl. I grew up with my Italian grandma at the house.
Yes.
And, just learning by osmosis. One of my earliest memories, my mom was like, she's like, I went and looked in your crib. I was like, 2.5, 3 years old, and I wasn't in the crib, and she was freaking out. And I was in the kitchen. I actually pulled hot dogs out of the fridge and put them and pulled out this, and she just knew. She was like, oh. And my background was actually I did radio in college, and I was working on my my PhD in corporate finance. So I was doing, there's the business side of everything. So I was just doing that forever, but I'd always procrastinate all the work and everything I had to do with cooking. So after a while, everyone was like, "You just cook so much. You should just do that for a living." So here
done
I am,
and done, damn it.
So it makes things more delicious.
Absolutely.
And fun.
What are some of your favorite go-to recipes that you've been cooking for years and years and years that you're just like, oh, I love that?
I think probably the go-to recipe that I do all the time is tacos.
Yeah!
That sounds,
the food of my people.
But it is an intricate. I mean, to make an actual good taco, it's not just throwing some meat in there.
Exactly. And it's I feel like if I have corn tortillas in the fridge and I always have, visitors stopping by and they're like, Mariko, I'm hungry. What do you have? I feel like.
Is that annoying because you're a chef? Come on.
Exactly. One of these days I'll have a day off from cooking. But no, so if I, I can just put something fancy in a, tortilla and then put a little tapatio and people are like, oh my God, you're the best cook ever. So, then you can make vegan options or, whatever. So that's probably the thing I make the most. Lately, I've been on a lobster kick. Lobster tail. And it's funny. I had some friends over for dinner one night, and I was going to impress them and cook lobsters. And they were so freaked out about the live lobsters. And so I hadn't done live lobster since. But then at the grocery stores, you always see the lobster tails. And that's where all the meat is anyway. They even have them in Trader Joe's right now, frozen in the pack. Yep. So basically, you just take them out of the pack, frozen, throw them in the oven for 10 minutes, and voila, you have lobster.
That's all it takes?
Yeah. So I've been doing lobster and scrambled eggs for breakfast.
Wait, where do you live?
You fancy.
Fancy. Where do you live?
She's not telling.
I love in one of your blog posts, you're like, well, you should always have puff pastry in the freezer because you never know who's going to come over. I'm lucky if I have bread in the house and you're like, puff pastry.
It's one of those things I can just whip out chocolate croissants or whatever, and just I think I have the recipe on the blog, but it's just for unexpected guests let me just make you some some puffy fad and
Well, speaking of, what did she bring us today? Not in that kind of. That was a really bad segue, but.
And this is actually flavored. You have your own line of seasonings and spices.
Yes,
You're spicy.
Yeah, yes. I just launched my my line of different spices and seasonings. For a lot of my private events, I have popular menus that everyone keeps asking for, and some of those have signature seasonings, so everyone's like, how do I get this at home? So now you can go and buy them on my website. The three main ones are the a porcini crust, and I put it on filet mignon or steak or I'm going to do it on my turkeys this year. And then on the cookies is my Mr. Denmark smoke and hot salt.
It's
such a great with the sweet and
salty.
I didn't
interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's spicy and salty, and I basically put it on everything, and it's named after my my bona fide bestie and bartender.
Yes.
He's Mr. Denmark. like from
Mr. November.
yeah, like he's bona fide Mr. Denmark. So I was
with
like,
these microphones in our face.
and he's known for getting my clients so drunk on tequila and margarita. So it's kind of our margarita salt. But he's been known to get him so intoxicated that it's like, you guys have to remember to pay.
Oh shit! Oh,
So that's
You
like,
gotta pay up front for that.
So I don't have a lot of rules, but it's like, make sure people, pay before you get them so trashed that they,
they forget how to do it.
exactly.
What I like about your style of cooking is, because I would say, how do you cook so much? And then, you maintain your figure because, it's a bit tough for me. But, and then I read distended. But you really try to make things healthy but still taste good. Because when I saw healthy, I was like, oh no. Vegan, oh no, there's no glutes. I need some glutes in my stuff. But you make it still taste good, look appealing. The pictures on your website and some of the recipes, the ingredients are so diverse that I guess people forget it's healthy.
Well, I think the main thing with just eating well and eating healthy is if you use really good ingredients, you don't have to really do much. So if you have some, fish or steak, you just put a little bit of seasoning or some fresh herbs and lemon juice, and that's, done, and it's healthy. You don't have to fry it. You don't have to cover it in cheese sauce. And the same, thing with,
Let's not
True.
get crazy, Mariko.
I
That
love
is true,
cheese sauce, so I just try to keep it, simple. And when I do make fun, like indulgent stuff, it's like I got to remember not to eat
While you're
make
prepping
the
it.
whole thing. Exactly.
I
I only ate like a pound of the cookie
They're
dough,
so damn good.
Oh,
They're
so
so
good.
damn good. We've got to figure out a way to. How can they get that recipe?
I'll put the recipe on my website tonight.
Yeah.
Pink Hair Chef.
PinkHairChef.com. Go to the website. It's so fun, and there's some of your YouTube videos. I want to talk about this 20s vintage baseball theme
Yes.
event you have going on.
Yes, I'm really excited about this. One of my, I do a lot of catering, weddings, and, big parties. And this is the first wedding that I'm actually going to be doing for one of my college friends.
Oh, wow.
So, I get to do something, what I love for someone that I love. So that's exciting. And the ceremony's at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, son of a.
So it was amazing.
Small, intimate affair.
Exactly. It's going to be about 100 people.
Right on.
And they live in Texas, so I've been kind of doing all the correspondence. So, kind of taking it into the more like wedding planning side of everything. But it was so exciting going to Dodger Stadium and getting to go through the VIP, entrance. And it was a while back ago, but it was, they were doing really, really well, and there was all the excitement.
The hype,
and
absolutely.
I was hanging out with them in the elevator, and, it was amazing. So, yeah, so all the foods that we're going to be featuring at the wedding, it's all, 20 style. So I did a lot of research of what they were eating at the ballparks then and what the popular foods in Los Angeles at the time were. So the menu is going to be based on
There's
on
a lot
that.
of
sounds really
detail
fun.
that goes into that. Wow.
And that's one of the fun parts when I do events is I like to really talk and find out what people want and what their vision is and come up with something that has totally not been done before.
Yeah,
So-
buddy.
And make it taste good.
And then can anyone reach out to you to?
As long as I can afford it.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. Payment up front.
Just don't get too drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm on a few different websites. I'm on Kitchit is
Right on.
one of the main ones, and people can go on there and book private chefs. So
Right on.
I do a lot of events from there. You can go to my website and, and find me through there.
Kim Kardashian said the stupidest thing. She was on talk show the other day. She's like, I'm like addicted to eating. Yeah, it's called survival. We're all addicted to eating, right? What are some of the do's and don'ts for Thanksgiving? What's a good shortcut, or what should we be doing that people don't usually do to their turkeys?
Put
the spices on it.
Yes, get the spices.
Yeah, you can go on my website and use code VIP Pink at checkout. No, what I've been doing for the last few years is I haven't been doing the whole turkey because like the whole turkey, it kind of looks cool, but then you're taking up the whole oven and it doesn't have as many drippings. So I got one of those super humongous oval crock pots.
Yes.
And so I've been using that, and it comes out super tender. You have tons of juices, so the gravy is amazing, and then you have the whole oven to yourself. And that's why I can cook things like I'm doing like a 10 to 15 person party tomorrow, and I'm only going to give myself like 3 hours to do it because I can have like the turkey off to the side, being cooked by itself. I don't have to baste it. I don't have to look at it. It's just like set it and forget it, and it's done. Ding. Yeah, exactly. So that's probably one of my my tips right now is do that. And a lot of getting a lot of the prep done. If you're doing green
Before.
beans or Brussels sprouts, you can do all that the day
I thought
before.
right now.
Yeah.
I feel bad that she's here. If I had to cook at Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, I think I'd be in a panic.
A few years ago, but now it's like, I got a 20-person party tomorrow. I can do that with my eyes closed. And
You work with a lot of celebrities.
yes.
What are some, obviously not name names. How are celebrities difficult? I mean, do they want too much control of the menu, or they're just bitches? They don't pay. What's one of the biggest obstacles working with celebrities?
I have really, really great luck with celebrities.
Right on.
Some of my private clients, they get a little I got a private chef in my house, so I can just use a paper towel and throw it on the floor and expect them to pick it up.
Oh, hell
That's
no.
happened before. That happened with an actor. The only time it's happened with a celebrity was an actor, and
What?
he was Dr. Mick Douchey.
Ah!
or one of those.
What an ass.
Yeah.
What an ass.
But everyone else is just so nice, and I go in there and my team's really
Right
cool, and we're hanging out and playing with the kids, and
That's fun. That's a good time.
yeah. And I think they're very private. They're I'm going and cooking their dad's 80th birthday party.
Right,
So
right.
you kind of they instantly have to make you one of the family, or it's going to be awkward. So it's always really amazing. There's been a few little hiccups. I had this one lady, and she just got really, she got really, really drunk, and she got really, really drunk, and a wine glass broke.
Oh, damn.
They have 500 wine glasses
Yeah,
with those
but
little
the one-
stems,
but the one.
And I was like, "Don't worry, I'll pay for,
What?
whatever,
No.
whatever." And then she just gets on the floor and she's like, "You ruined my life. You ruined my relationship. My husband doesn't think I'm beautiful, and it's because you broke my phone."
It was Nicole
And I'm
Kidman?
out.
Yeah.
It was Nicole Kidman?
No, it wasn't. No.
Allegedly.
Does she eat?
No.
Does she eat? If she eats, she
A
can.
little breeze will blow her over.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but now she has her lips so tight, I think she can eat through a straw now.
Whatever works.
Yeah, but no, I've had really good luck.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay, so gluten.
Yes.
Is it really a thing?
I
I mean, if you're not allergic, because some people are truly allergic.
I got tested for gluten allergies years ago, before it was even a thing. And so, I believe there's people that are gluten intolerant, and, it does really affect you.
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's become really trendy and popular.
I would agree.
So I think it's just become a thing. After, I got back from my world travels, I realized that there's not gluten-free anything anywhere. And I ate one of those cookies, and I was just like, oh, I'm not feeling, bad. And when I was in Asia, I was eating a baguette every single day, a big French baguette, and it didn't bother me at all. And so then I started talking to some nutritionist friends here, and they're like, oh, well, in the U.S. it's GMO, so people are more sensitive to it. Because I noticed it didn't bother me at all. So I think it's become way too. But for each their own.
I agree with that 100%.
Have you seen Gwyneth Paltrow's recipe book?
Yes.
Where you have to get a llama that was raised on the mountain of Peru, and then sacrifice it at the third moon, and then you can make brownies.
Yes.
It's a little ridiculous, is it not?
Yeah, one of her quiche recipes, it calls for $92 worth of ostrich eggs.
What? Shut the front door.
They're lower and saturated, whatever, and they're fed organically raw quinoa and chia seeds for it's like.
Oh my God.
I would hate to go to her house for Thanksgiving. It'd probably be really boring.
Well, I guess she's a big part. She's boozing up a bunch, and she was.
I don't think she boozes.
Hey,
I heard she was
boozer.
She's all partying now and chain smoking, and she was caught at McDonald's or something. I don't know. That's all tabloid.
All right, where can listeners find you? Find your recipes?
You can find my recipes on pinkhairschef.com. That's my blog, and I'll have the cookie recipes up there shortly, and you can read about some of the adventures. And then you can also learn more about my catering
It's really
company.
a fun website. It really is a fun
Thank
website.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you can learn more about, like the catering and private events at my other website, freebakingcompany.com.
You're busy, girl.
You are a
Keeping
busy
busy.
woman.
So
Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be with here.
thank
be
you so
with
much
us.
for having me.
Absolutely, and good luck with all your cooking. Tomorrow and then in the
Yeah.
weeks to come, you got a busy
Yes.
time.
I'll start sleeping in January.
Right, 'tis the season.